Patrick Bet-David has had enough of the anti-Israel bias and obsession with Israel. He calls it Israel derangement syndrome, and he gives the guests on his podcast a little bit of an education. Check it out.
Come out. You got one camp saying no, don't do it. Where are you at with it?
Just in a nutshell, Pat. I mean, listen, you got to tip your hat to Bibi Netanyahu just from the jump. Every single time this guy has asked for a war and wanted us to get involved, it has worked. Libya, Afghanistan, Iraq, every time. If Trump is warning and we're sending airplanes and we're sending all this stuff, that guy wants it, that guy gets it, okay? And this whole situation, Pat, let's just be honest. Tucker has not shifted. Besides being America first, we don't want any new wars. This is what we were talking about. Yes. This is what we were promised. I don't want another war. Period. And I don't know how does it flip? And that's my question back to you guys. How do you go from no to peace treaty to this to absolutely no war, and then all of a sudden it flips? It's just a complete 180. And it's like I don't understand it. He was pro peace, and then Mike Waltz got caught in those rooms with the Israeli signal chat. Trump got pissed off at Bibi. He's like, "What the hell are you doing?" He goes overseas for those meetings. He doesn't even meet with Bibi. So there's beef. There was beef there, and then all of a sudden now they have nuclear weapons. And if you saw Tulsi Gabbard in March, she said the United States intelligence community continues to assess that Iran is not building a nuclear weapon, and Supreme Leader Khomeini has not authorized a nuclear weapon program that he suspended in 2003. Okay, by the way, and then Trump says she has no idea what she's talking about. So you mean to tell me the director of national intelligence isn't intelligent on this topic? And it's like, here's my thing, Pat. I've been getting a lot of messages from people from Iran and everything like that. I just hate the games that are being played, okay, especially with Bibi Netanyahu. If you want regime change, which I know he does, just say it. Stop with the nonsense about Iran trying to assassinate Donald Trump and trying to drag us into it, okay? You don't need to do all that shit. Just say you want it. There's 90 million people there. I got a message on Minek this morning, Pat. I got to show you this just really fast. This is a guy on Minek that's...
Right, I'm going to cut in here. So he goes off, this guest... not guest, but he's a co-host, Vinny. He goes off about Israel, and he's all angry. And then Patrick Bet-David is like, you're sort of off here. You're sort of off with regard to, this obsession with Israel, because Trump did take out Soleimani. And just watch what he said.
Here, because I'm trying to watch, I'm sincerely trying to watch everyone's patterns. My position's been the same for 46 years, okay? When it comes onto this topic, because I lived there, I saw what they're all about. All I'm trying to ask is the following. When Trump killed Qasem Soleimani, how many Republicans who voted for Trump celebrated that day?
Every single one of them.
Why did they?
Because they recognize a threat when a threat is seen.
But isn't that an act of war when we killed their number 2 guy that was supposed to be the president and be the leader of Iran?
Yes.
So why did we celebrate? Why were we not upset? Actually answer that question, Vinny. Think about it. All of us. I'm asking that. I'm asking, why did that not upset, and why were so many people? Go back, time the tweet of what people said at that time. Show strength. Took them out. When you try America, check yourself. See what happens. Why were you not upset? And why are we upset now? What is the only difference between why were we upset, why were we not upset then versus now?
I think with the Soleimani, it was a strategic thing that took him out because he was trying to do stuff on our soil. This situation...
No, but what hasn't changed, though? Well, because, meaning, it has to be, at that time, if they did, because they were trying to do something on our soil, and after we kill them, they no longer want to? You don't think they no longer want to do anything to U.S.? You don't believe them when they say death upon America? You don't believe them? You think it's just an act?
No, I 100% believe them.
There's only one thing that's changed. What's the only thing that's changed?
The way that the, what they call woke right views Israel.
That's it. The only thing that's changed is there is a community of people in the last, since October 7th, that absolutely cannot stand, trust anything with Israel, and that triggers them. You know. When I watch everyone, I listen to everybody, and I'm not listening to people that disrespect. Anybody that disrespects, boom, muted, block, go away. I don't need to. But if you say something to me respectfully, I want to hear it. Okay, I want to hear it. So what? Think about people. Rank things that trigger people the most. Can we agree that number one is Trump derangement syndrome?
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Do you see what happens when you see someone that hates Trump? How they react? They're like, hey, I want to read you some of these tweets of what Barack Obama said. And they'll read it. Oh, wow, that's powerful. That's amazing. That's this. Oh, that was actually Trump. Oh, really? Yeah. I want to read you what Trump said. Oh, that's why he's a white nationalist racist. Oh, these were actually said by Obama.
Yeah.
Obama never said that. Let me play the clip. You ever see that?
Yeah.
What does that tell you? TDS.
Yeah, TDS,
okay?
absolutely.
Rank me the top 5 deranged syndromes. If number one is TDS, what's 2?
Number 2
Israel.
is Israel.
I
derangement
guarantee number 2
syndrome.
is Israel.
100%.
By
So,
a mile
and by the
plus.
way, most of you are in one of the 2 camps.
Yeah.
So again, he's perfectly pointing out to Vinny that you are only against this war because Israel is involved in it. If it were just America against Iran, there's a good chance you would be totally okay with it. But because you have a almost nauseous reflex when you think about Israel, anything involved with Israel, you're like, no, I don't want to do that.
If not both.
Yeah, some are in both.
Yeah.
But most of you are in both of the camps.
And then there's another clip further in the podcast where, again, they complain. Israel's doing this. Israel's doing that. And Patrick Bet-David is like, check yourself again.
Just curious to, okay, Israel is doing it. We're gonna get put into it. What is the end game? Now you take out Khomeini, you take out all the nuclear stuff. Okay, then what? Israel's gonna put somebody in, or are they gonna have elections? I don't know what that looks like. That's what I'm curious for. And again, not pro Iran or what's happening over there. I am just anti-United States as a veteran going to war.
But when I listen to Netanyahu, it just seems like he's always wanting to instigate some shit. It just seems that way to me. I could be wrong, but it seems that way to me. It's always like, for example, when they ask him, oh, you have credible threats that Trump, what they wanted to kill Trump. Well, yeah, we have this proxy. Like, bro, you're making a big, that's not something small. That's
By
not.
the way, Trump reacted to that. Rob, play the clip of
Yeah,
Trump
that wasn't
reacting to
something
There's
small. That
there's
was a
clip
big
of-
statement
Do you
to
have
make.
it?
No, I
When
couldn't find
I
it.
thought you had one of them up there that you were showing. No, but you know what? Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Question for everybody here at the panel. Okay. Do you think there is propaganda going of people being anti-Israel? Do you think propaganda is taking place right now to be pro-war? Do you think there's actual money being spent right now on propaganda, whether it's AIPAC, Qatar, different people that are putting up there? Do you think people are being paid to spew propaganda today?
Yes.
1,000%.
Do you think they are?
100%, yeah.
Okay.
Everybody on
Do you
every
think so?
side.
Okay, so then let me ask you
On
this
every
question.
side.
Do you think any of it has worked on you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would be. Yeah. I mean, anybody who says no,
Everybody's
is a
swayed a
liar.
certain way by stuff that they
Yeah.
see and they read.
Yeah,
and they
absolutely.
So then what do you do so it doesn't get a hold of you?
Facts don't care about. If you are going for facts, actual facts, then you're going to get swayed either way. If you watch Fox, you're going to have this point of view. If you watch CNN, you're going to have this point of view. If you're just out there trying to get the truth, I think the truth stands on its own merit. You don't have to go, well, I'm kind of swayed. Show me the facts and then I'll make a decision. Does that make sense?
I don't think that's it. I don't think
You don't
that's-
think facts?
No, because even facts can be,
But a fact is a fact. The truth is the truth.
No, it is, but it's not like if I give you data right now and I tell you, from 19, even the other day, guy responds, from 1941 to 79, 77, how many people died in the Middle East because of wars?
So what year?
So it's very simple. Go to ChatGPT, Rob, ask this question. From 41, when the
Okay.
Shah was president, to 77, okay, till 77. This video I posted, retweeted because of Bill Ackman. Bill Ackman retweeted this video, something we talked about on the podcast a couple days ago. It was posted on this other parody account, and it got 10 million views, but it also got a lot of hate and commentary on it. I can't believe you said this. I can't believe you said that. It's one of the videos. Rob, is that the one?
I believe so. 9.1 million views.
Yeah, so this one right here, right? Which is the not PBD account, but it's from our podcast. So the video is not an AI video, but it's a video from us. So go back to ChatGPT, Rob, and ask the question from 41 to 77, how many wars were started by Iran, Israel, and then ask the question, how many people died in the Middle East during that time? And what is 41 to 1977? How long is that, Vinny? 30 what? 30 to be exact.
36.
So what we're going to do is we're going to measure 36 to 36. Pre-Shah, post-Shah.
Okay.
Okay? So Israel, wars and conflict wars, Israel was involved in. Arab-Israel war, war of independence. Death toll, 15 to 20,000, 6,000 Israelis, 9 to 15,000 as Arabs. Suez crisis, Israel, UK, France, 3,000 total. Egyptians, Israelis, British, French. The Six-Day War, 1967, 20,000 Arabs, 800 Israelis. The Yom Kippur War, 8 to 19,000 combined, 2,600, 2,000 Israelis. Iran did not start any major wars. None under Pahlavi. Iran was involved in some border skirmishes, but no declared wars. That's my point. I don't care what Israel does. Iran is my main point of common denominator here. Vinny, this is how many people they started wars with. Iran. Okay? 36 years. And by the way, all of these wars that Israel started, yes, they get credit for starting wars.
Well,
Israel did not start those wars at all. He's wrong about that because, again, the Arab nations attacked Israel. Israel was simply defending themselves in all of those wars. So I don't know where he got that info from. But his main point is, prior to Khomeini, prior to this regime, there were no wars started by Iran. Iran was a peaceful country. Then Khomeini enters the Middle East and shit breaks loose. Everything is Iran, 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 Iran. Iran's killing this guy. Iran's Hezbollah, Hamas, Houthi, Hezbollah, everywhere.
I wouldn't say started.
Hang
they
on a
were
second.
attacked.
Some attacks. But what I'm trying to say to you is, yes, some of them was instigated by Israel. Say, okay? But what do you see with Iran during that time? What does it unequivocally say
Iran did not start any major wars
during this period? The only thing they did is what? Protect their border.
Yep.
That's how many years? That's when the Shah was under leadership.
36.
Now, do me a favor. What's 36 plus 77? What's 36 plus 77? So you got 23, 2013, I think.
13.
Okay. So if you go to now do the same thing and type in the same exact thing, except change it 78 to 2013. This is data. You said you like facts, right? That's how to not fall for propaganda.
Of course.
Let's do it. I don't know what it's going to say, by the way. So,
I mean, just
wars
Iraq
and
war was
campaigns.
1 million.
Watch this. 82, Lebanon war, first Lebanon war, Israel invaded Lebanon, blah, 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 PLO, 15 to 20,000. Gaza wars, 1,400 Palestinians, 160,000. So you got two of them right there that Israel started. Iran, ready? Iran was a major city in proxy wars. Iran-Iraq, 1980-88. 500,000 to 1 million. Support to Hezbollah. Okay? Then you got post-2003 Iran conflict. Death toll. What's the total count there? Go a little bit lower. What are you looking at there? Estimated death toll, 825 to 1.6 million. Who's the common denominator? Is it still, you're still going to, what is it? I thought like Iran is a peaceful regime.
I never said
Vinny, but what I'm trying to say is if we know that the common denominator that gets people to shake and shiver is one country. It's only Israel.
I don't really know what he's trying to say here, but I think he's pointing out that Israel is a necessary, player here. Although his main point is that Iran, prior to Khomeini, the greatest peaceful regime, not trying to instigate. After Khomeini, 500,000 deaths, 1 million deaths, 1.5 million deaths in all these big wars, not to mention all the proxy wars that they started that a lot of people don't talk about.
So I understand both deranged syndromes. But you said facts are facts. Those are facts for you. Pre-78 the Middle East was at peace for the most part. Post chaos. What is the common denominator? The Hezbollahs, the Mullahs, Khomeini, Rafsanjani, all of those guys cause chaos. And they don't want to do business with you. They don't want to do business with capitalism and all these other guys. They don't. So this is the part when I say, has propaganda ever gotten a hold of you? Like, hey, I know for a fact these guys are Zionists funded by the XYZ. You guys know. By the way, to all the people that say we're funded by Zionists, how many sponsorships do you see we do? Tell me. Go ahead, I'll wait. How many NFT sponsorships did we do? You don't think we were offered millions of dollars? The other day, my sponsorship guy back in the days, who we moved on with, texted me. He said, Pat, I still tell people how much you hate sponsorship money. How much sponsorship money have we taken, Vinny?
0.
Who controls us for us to be able to say what we want to say?
Nobody. We say what we want when we want.
We talk openly about it.
Yep.
So, you guys have Jewish money, Israeli money, Zionist money, whatever, Qatar money, Russian money. You never heard our names in any one of those things. None of it. You heard none of it. And we, by the way, I can't believe you're selling merch. I can't believe you're doing this. That's our way of saying, if you support what we do, it's our way of saying we don't want sponsorship money because we want to be able to talk openly. Does this mean eventually we'll do some sponsorship with some companies? Yes. But it's going to be stuff that we want. It's going to be stuff that we like. Stefano Ricci, we believe in the brand. I've been buying it for many years. I'm at their house, having dinner with their family. I spend the night. We have a relationship. We're there in Italy. There's something going on. There is a relationship. Because to me, it has to be a relationship that you're talking on something that you're using. But we're living in a time that propaganda is just, I'm getting the messages that I get. You know, if I say something about Israeli people, you know what they'll say? They'll send me, watch this, do this, watch that, watch this. You know, you're this. And they'll say stuff like, oh, this is MLM, insurance MLM, this. That's what they'll say. But do you know if I say anything about Iran and Islam and Muslim, what do I get?
Death threats.
Do you know how many death threats I got about my family and my kids in the last week? That's the difference in the character. That's the difference in their character on how it is. And I'm by the way, you ain't never going to win me over there because I watch behavior. Your behavior is death threats. Tells you what you're all about.
Wow. Powerful words there, not only in rebuking Vinny's Israel derangement syndrome, but also in opening up into, what exactly is going on. He was from Iran. He's not somebody to be completely disregarded. He has a real opinion, and I think a lot of what he has to say is 100% correct. It's a stark contrast. You look at Iran prior to the Shah, Iran after the Shah, it's night and day. They started Hezbollah proxies, they started Hamas, and all of the wars that Israel is involved in are actually, like for example, in the second half, it said Gaza, Hezbollah. Those are actually Iran. Those are all Iran. So even in the second half where he typed up ChatGPT, look up all the wars in the Middle East, Hamas, Gaza, this, that, those are all tied back to Iran. Now, I also want to just show you breaking news. Trump said something about, Iran and Israel. And somebody asked him, Mr. President, what do you say to the supreme leader of Iran? He said he would not surrender.
The supreme leader of Iran said that they will not surrender.
Say good luck.
What is the end
Say it.
He says good luck. He also told Netanyahu to keep going.
Share some of what you've told Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Said, keep going. What do I say? I speak to him every day. He's a good man, doing a lot. Been very unfairly treated by his country, I think. Very unfairly treated.
Have you given him any indication that you may seek to aid them more than you have already?
No, I haven't. So far, he's done a good job. He has been treated very unfairly. He's a wartime president, and he's going through this nonsense. It's ridiculous.
Sounds like you got a good meeting. Share some of what you've told Israel.
Trump says, I told Netanyahu to keep going. All right, that's it for today. I'll keep you guys updated. This is just a little bit of a an interesting collage of clips that I didn't even mean to show you the Trump video. To support us, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/JewishUncensored. You can also go to our channel memberships page and join there as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.